Are you someone who's holding on to some sort of pain or resentment from what's happened to you in the past? Do you feel like people owe you something because of what you've been through? And do you find that whenever you meet someone new and that you want to get to know them or you want to date them, you start being very fearful because of what's happened to you before, and you start sabotaging your current relationships? If that's you, then this video is for you, because this week I want to look at what happens when we carry our baggage from the past and bring it into our current and future relationships. This is something that a lot of us do. This is something that we hear all the time. You shouldn't jump from relationship to relationship. But then you meet someone and you really like them and you want to get to know them and you think, no, you know what, this is different. I can deal with this. You start getting to know them, and then those patterns repeat in things that you feel. Not so much what your partner's doing, but how you feel about every single situation. And so you start projecting that onto them. If you haven't been to my page, welcome. I'm Hamasa. I look at personal development as well as mental and emotional well-being and just day-to-day issues. Please do subscribe to my channel so that you're up to date with my content. So growing up, people always tend to say, like, don't jump from one thing to another, give yourself time, but no one really tells you why. They kind of say, oh, you need to get over it and so on, but it's not really explained. And when you're young or younger, I mean, it's not really an age thing, but you know, the lack of life experience stops you from fully understanding what that means when people tell you don't jump from relationship to relationship. And like, the way I would explain that is that fine, you can. If you want to jump from relationships to relationship, there's no one that's stopping you. And if that's what makes you feel better, then you're going to do it, whether I say that or not. However, what you need to take into account is that what you're doing when you jump from one person to another is that you suddenly feel a gap. So when you go through a breakup and you miss the person texting you, making plans with you, doing things, spending time together, and you start feeling a little bit lonely, the minute someone else comes along and fulfills that gap and gives you that kind of attention, you start thinking this is it. So it's more to do with emotional attachment and habit than what's very healthy for you or what's right for you at the time. So then you start dating this other new person and you're carrying this big, heavy bag of emotions with you because you haven't done anything to heal that or deal with it or understand why things went wrong the way they did, understand why things didn't work out, what you learned about yourself, what you dislike, what you like. You didn't give yourself time to do that. You were busy mourning the death of your relationship, you were busy being upset and feeling lonely, and the minute someone else came and distracted you, you went for it. So the bag of these emotions are there on your back. And so you get into this new relationship, and at the start things are great, but as the dust settles and your partner wants to go out on a boys' night or a girls' night, and you start questioning. They're not going to text me, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, they're not going to come back, whatever that's going through your mind. And then you start picking fights. And your partner hasn't done anything wrong, because there's nothing wrong with going on a boys' night or a girls' night. If there's trust and respect in the relationship, that's healthy. So you're going to bring this baggage out and throw it over their head in due time, because you're tired, you're exhausted, you see the patterns, you get scared, you think the results will be the same, and you're hurt, and so you feel a little bit entitled, and so you think that I should throw this emotional baggage at my partner because this is what's happened before, I know how this goes, I'm not going to be that fool again, da da da. But instead, you are self-sabotaging and pushing your partner away. It's all fine to feel hurt and deal with emotions and be cautious and to look out for yourself and not to get hurt again. But you cannot live your life carrying this weight, because every time you share that, you are reliving those emotions, because pathologically your brain doesn't actually realize what's reality and what's not. So every time you retell the story of your trauma, you are then reliving the emotions, reliving the hurt, reliving the past, and so your wound becomes fresh again. And also, you start becoming your story. Be conscious of that. If you're someone who's hiding behind their story or behind the fact that this is what happened to me and I'm this victim, then this victim mindset will set in and you will become that. You will get known as that. So you don't want to be your story. That story is just a page in your book. Don't be that page and then discard everything else. So understanding that you're carrying this, you're reliving the pain, you're making your partner and people around you keep reliving it. If you don't deal with it and heal it and learn from it, see the mistakes, see what was good, see what was bad, what you want to take away from it, then you will just carry that into your every relationship, and you will push your partner away. You will be punishing someone who hasn't done anything wrong. In due time, they will start being resentful towards you, and you will crumble and fall apart. Hence why people say to you, don't jump from relationship to relationship, because you're going to get the same things over and over again, and the same cycles will repeat, either because it's happening or because you're sabotaging it. But regardless of the reason behind it, the pattern will repeat because you haven't dealt with the issues. So you're bringing that with you and hoping for a different result. It's not going to happen. And so if you're going to make someone feel like they're always doing something wrong, even if they're not, eventually they will think, what's the point of doing right by this person anyway? They think I'm wrong anyway. They don't trust me anyway. So I might as well do what I feel like, or live the life, like have my cake and eat it too, because I'm getting punished for it either way. So let me go and do what I think she thinks or he thinks that I'm doing anyway. So therefore, there are a number of reasons that your relationship will fall apart if you don't heal or deal with something that traumatized you, hurt you, and upset you, and you're carrying that with you. You become the trauma, you get associated with that, you sabotage yourself, you sabotage your relationships, and you will keep getting the same results over and over again. So in order for that cycle to stop, you've got to have more trust in yourself, you've got to have more trust in your partner, because it's innocent until proven guilty. You have got to give people the benefit of the doubt and see what they do. You can't control them. If someone wants to cheat on you, they don't need to be out on a boys' night or a girls' night to do something wrong. They could go down to the shops and not go to the shops and meet someone in broad daylight that you would never think. They could be making the school run and on the way back could meet someone. If someone really wants to cheat on you, they will do it right under your nose, and you cannot control, and you cannot tell someone what to do, what not to do, or control how they live their life. You've got to let people be, and you've got to have trust in yourself to understand that whatever they do, regardless of that, you will be fine. You've got to have trust and take a risk in life. And if they prove you right, then you've got the skill set, knowledge, and experience to know that you will be okay and you'll come out of this. Every time that we go through some hardship, we become more resilient and we learn how to deal with that pain once we've experienced it. So you will be okay either way. And if they don't mess it up and you give yourself that chance, give your partner that chance or your new relationship, then you might be onto something great and you might be onto a wonderful person, instead of pushing and punishing them. So you've got to take that risk, and if it works out, great. If it doesn't, either way, it's a lesson learned and you will be fine. But punishing everybody for the hurt and baggage that you feel is just not fair. And it comes down to you to heal it, fix it, and move on from it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to my page. Please do like and comment on this, share it with someone who may need it, and I will see you guys here again very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.